I'm Nik Miles and welcome to Dick Hanna Toyota. We're going to take a look at a vehicle which is revolutionizing the truck industry, the 2022 Toyota Tundra. We're going to take this big monster and put it on the road, see how it drives, look at the exterior, and look at the towing, hauling, and interior. So let's put this big baby on the road and see why Americans are falling in love with Tundra. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video goes up online. Now, even though this is a full-size truck, Toyota have made it handle much like a tiny dancer. It's very nimble and it's very easy to drive, and it also has a lot of power. In fact, they went from a V8 to a V6 in this vehicle from the last generation to this generation and managed to get 56 more horsepower out of it. Well over 430 horsepower this vehicle now gets, and still it's very responsive and very easy to drive. And wait until you see the size of all of the electronics in this vehicle. Heads-up display, absolutely huge. Color heads-up display, I might add as well, giving you information like fuel economy, speed, also tells you whether you're wandering outside the lines in the road. Your gauge cluster in front of you, which is behind the steering wheel, is full digital. There are no more analog gauges. It gives you all of your speed indication, revs, your time, your exterior temperature, your fuel economy averages, your distance to empty, everything like that displayed right in front of you. And you get a choice to maneuver all of that information around the screen as you want it. I can choose what sort of information I want by using the steering wheel. So there is a definite huge amount of information that I can get right there. Plus my adaptive cruise control is on the other side of the steering wheel, and so that information is programmable from the steering wheel. Turning this vehicle is extremely easy as well. That's what you want to be able to do. There's no sway, there's no pitch, there's no roll. That is been leveled out with this whole new frame construction which Toyota have put into the new Tundra, built on this new frame. Let's talk about the over 13 inches of screen space that Toyota have. Their new infotainment system, the map, clear, concise, easy to program, easy to get around. Hard buttons still there. All of your environmental controls still in hard buttons, and Toyota made a big deal about being able to use all of those buttons while still using workman gloves. I could be wearing a large pair of workman gloves, still being able to touch everything, maneuver my fingers around it, buttons, rotator controls, all of that still there. Your shifter the same way, everything easily rotatable with controls, and your drive modes, your 2 high, 4 low, 4 high, still easily adaptable. A push button system to be able to change your whole system with the vehicle here. Electronic hold, electronic parking brake, that's easily adaptable as well. All of those things, and plus my lane departure warning, which is on right now, and as I went to come out a little bit to avoid that pedestrian, that actually signaled that I had lane departed. So the safety systems in here, the pedestrian detection, all of those things absolutely top notch in this vehicle. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, new infotainment system that is all installed in this vehicle. This is the Platinum, top of the line. Emergency SOS button here as well. Toyota have it connected online, so if I need help at any one point, then I can push the button at the same time. If airbags deploy, if there is an accident, a crash, this vehicle will automatically signal the Toyota center and let them know that I am in an accident and that I need help at any point. So they have that already figured out. This vehicle also has a full on-site towing kit. So I have all my tow controls here. My view, my camera views, which I can see my bed right there. Then I can go through my different camera views, and I can also see all of my trailer, I can choose the angles that I want to see, my trailer, what's in the bed, what's in the trailer. I can look through all those different camera angles once I have my trailer hitched up. Real voice activated controls. This vehicle actually can recognize, even with my weird accent, can recognize my voice and can translate it and can respond to it as well. Now, the other thing that's really important is the comfort of the ride, and this thing is very comfortable. So air suspension, I also have the ability to lower and raise the vehicle too. If I'm going off-road, want to raise it, want to lower it if you're getting in and out. That's one of the abilities that you're able to do with this vehicle as well. That's a nice extra, and of course air suspension has become very fashionable now in trucks, and it's actually a real world use. Now, there are plenty of USB wireless charging and those things up front here. Now let's talk about interior styling. They've done an excellent job with this vehicle. Lots of blue stitching, nice soft touch dash, high leather wrapped steering wheel, really nice interior, and it has the grab handles here. Nice speaker system with the tweeters in the A pillars at the front here. Comfortable leather seats, and I will also mention they do have the leg extender at the bottom of the seats. You can use that with a small button on the side of the seats. Now, I only have short little walkie things, I call them legs, that I don't need to use the leg extender, but if you have long legs, you might need the leg extender here, and that's a nice added bonus to have so you are comfortable on your drive. A very comfortable drive, an extremely well-made truck, and not forgetting it has one of the best resale values of any vehicle, period, in the industry. All right, reel it in. No jokes about how small I am and how big the truck is. Yup, she's huge. The brand new Tundra, the third generation, is absolutely big and massive. And there's a reason for that. This has the best resale value of any truck in North America. Now, Toyota have always been battling the Americans with trying to compete with the big three, Chevy, Ford, and of course, the Ram truck brand. But Toyota are really making great bounds with this brand new Tundra, and there are so many trim levels, and the capability is getting bigger and badder because this truck can almost do everything that any truck was ever supposed to do. And it's big and masculine. You can see that from the front. So let's take a look at the design. Now, every trim level has its own unique look to it, and this one, the Platinum version, has its very own unique grille. Very complicated grille, very good looking, and you can see this sort of gunmetal gray has lots of different elements to it. The sort of honeycomb look with the different modeling inside as well. Now, the big Toyota badge in the middle, if this was the hybrid iForce engine, it would have a blue interior, but because this is the big gas only engine, it doesn't have the blue interior. That's a giveaway when you look at the front of this truck what kind of engine it is. Now, you can also see down here, this plate, well, that is the Toyota sensing at the bottom here. That is all the sensing equipment for their Toyota safety system, and safety, of course, is a big deal to Toyota. Here, real vents, sucking air in, real air movement around the wheels to try and keep the fuel economy at its absolute best with this. LED lights, brand new design for a brand new truck on all the trims. Nicely designed truck with some aero filters in it as well on the hood. Now that is a huge hood to house that great big engine. Let's move around to the wheels. Platinum has this nice dark black piece of trim that goes around the wheels. Get down to the wheels. Gunmetal gray at the same time around these 20-inch enormous wheels on the side. And they've given the wheel wells plenty of space for travel. So if this is going to do some hauling and some mudding around the building site, this has plenty of give if you're going to be hitting some ruts and doing a little bit of uneven road management here. All right, down the sides, it says Platinum here, making sure that the truck is nicely marked. Mirrors, black gloss plastic at the bottom. You also have your LED light here, body colored at the top. There is a nice black lining that matches that black gloss around the door panels, and this is one of my favorite parts. You can't see it from looking at the bottom of the door, but this has a step that comes out when you open the door, but it's nicely hidden until you open the door. Take a look at that. Beautifully in and out. Shut the door, it folds itself away, hidden perfectly. Monochromatic door handles with a nice piece of plastic touch along the side. This has that black gloss plastic, the same as the rest of the vehicle. Now, nice piece of engineering, single touch door locking. Do this, mirrors fold away, single touch, all locked up, walk away, nothing to worry about. Back door handle, same as the front. Black gloss trim goes all the way from the front to the back on both doors. And at the back, the nice black gloss trim that goes around the rear wheel, the same as the front. Now the bed is where the meat of this truck is. All right, big important numbers here for anybody that owns a truck. I'm going to show you first of all your towing plugs here at the back, really important if you're towing. Backup cameras, really important because you need cameras when you tow. 12,000 pound towing capacity. Super, super important. All right, dampen tailgate. And look at the step come out. Step comes out, dampen tailgate. Carbon fiber in the back on an aluminum frame at the same time. 1,940 pound payload in the back of this vehicle. Spray in bed liner on the Platinum so you don't mess it up. At Toyota, they have been testing this vehicle by throwing rocks, sand, mud, bricks, dirt, everything you can imagine in the back of this vehicle to make sure this bed is absolutely bulletproof. They haven't been shooting it, but they've been putting a lot of stuff in the back of this vehicle to make sure that what you do to it isn't going to damage it. This is rock solid in the back of here, and I mean rock solid because that's what they've been throwing in the back of it. All right, this is going to be a bit of a mind blow for everybody. Huge panoramic roof, front to back. That is a lot. 38 inches of legroom, 2 USB ports. There is an AC 120 volt, 400 watt power supply here at the back. That's just the beginning. Get this. Also at the back here, heated seats. Well, not so unusual in a nice Platinum truck like this, but cooled seats here in the back. 2 cup holders in the front center, 2 cup holders here in the center armrest. Put that up, you get 5 people in total in this truck, 3 in the back, 2 in the front. Leather seats, super comfortable. Nice blue trim continued from the front, blue stitching as well. Speakers here in the back. This is something you can take your family out for a nice trip to the beach, to the mountains. You can take your workmates out for a day at the job site, or you can take your friends out for a night on the town. This is a multi-purpose truck for every occasion. So partner, if you're as impressed with Tundra as I am, there are 3 ways to get in touch with Dick Hanna Toyota. You can pick up the phone, you can check them out on the web, or come down. They'd love to test drive the Tundra with you and show you all the great elements that Toyota have put into this 2022.